Hello, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to bring two of my co-hosts, Paul's Blind Soup for the Soul, and will be coming up in a second, and Dal Cecil Runo, a legally blind author and writer. And today's subtopic is commonly Googled questions about being blind. And I have the list of questions that we will just go over. But we can always open this up to open topic discussions as well. So please welcome Paul's Blind Soup for the Soul and Dal Cecil Runo.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Good to see you.
Let's see who's in the chat. Gaswina's here. Blind Neil. Hi, Blind Neil.
Neil, how's it going? Gaswina, hello.
Hello, guys.
Sorry to hear that about your live stream. That was crazy.
Yeah. Gaswina's live stream, right?
Yeah.
No.
Before we get started, Diana, that link that you sent me to this event, it takes you to YouTube, but it's like you have to sign into YouTube to do it. It's weird.
The StreamYard link?
Yeah, because so then when you click on it and it takes you there, you see everything like you normally see, but there is no live chat button to click on.
I don't know what they're doing something different because they're. I don't.
Well,
there's not.
I didn't have that problem. I entered just like every.
Oh, good. Because I was a little concerned about that. But yeah, every time that you send me something, there's like those three dots in the right hand corner. It when the box drops, it gives me an option to go to YouTube instead. I don't know if it's a carbon copy of it and it's in a different format or what, but it's really
you're
weird.
You're doing that with your phone?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I entered with. I'm on the laptop at the moment.
Maybe that's different. I don't know, but
yeah, they might be doing some changes on the phone, on the mobile platform.
Yeah, this has been going on for quite a while though with me. And then I figured it out that it's in a different format. I don't know how to explain it, but it'll say go to YouTube, and then it'll take me to YouTube. So it's like a carbon copy of it or something. I don't know.
Well, does Blind Neil want to come up? And also, hi, Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society.
Oh, nice. Hello.
Yes, Barbara's a new friend of mine from the arting and crafting community.
Wonderful.
Okay, so
happy.
Here's Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Jordan, hello. Happy Sunday.
Okay, let me put the link in.
Super Bowl Sunday. Anybody gonna watch the game? Dal, are you gonna watch it?
I'm not in the States.
It don't matter. It's broadcasted worldwide.
Or are you not a football fan? I'm not.
No, I mean I'm not in the States. I don't understand the American football thing.
I don't either, and I lived here my whole life, and I don't get it.
Okay.
And I don't know where it's broadcasted because I don't have a television.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have subscription services and stuff. So like, if it's not on YouTube, I don't watch it.
Oh, it'll probably be on YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be on some format on your phone on the internet.
Okay, I put the link in. If anybody can come up on the panel. You don't have to be blind. Sighted people are invited up too. So hi, Adria. Adria's a new friend of mine from Mariska's channel.
Oh, yes. Adria.
I might be able to catch the Super Bowl thing. Maybe.
And did I say hello, Jordan? Hi, Jordan.
My second favorite team is Tampa Bay Bucks.
Oh, okay. Somebody else is here. Let's see. Who is it? Yes, it's Jordan. Okay, hold on.
Hello.
Well, just a minute.
Blind Neil, Gaswina, Adria.
Hi, Jordan. Okay.
guys.
Neil doesn't want to come up on the chat or on the panel. He's a chatter in the chat.
Okay. Okay, Neil.
Neil likes to lurk.
Okay, that's what you like doing. Just whatever you like doing. Should I start with the commonly Googled questions asked about being blind?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here let me get the questions.
Do you want to just do a quick review of all of them and then go back and do them one at a time, or
I don't think I need to do that.
Okay, so we're gonna surprise everybody. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your condition called, and how? I don't think we'll even get through all these, and I have to stop a little bit before 2:00.
Mm-hmm. Right. So let's get on with it.
We usually are just under 2 hours.
Yeah.
So.
What is your condition called, and how do you see? Okay, I'll start. My conditions, and I'm going to keep it brief. Okay. My conditions, I was born with it, but it did not show itself until my early 40s. I had normal vision my whole life until my early 40s. That's even though I was born with this, it did not show up to my early 40s. It's called cone dystrophy. And what was that? And it's and how do you see? I'm partially sighted, partially blind. I'm highly functional, low vision. I'm legally blind, but I'm high functioning, low vision. And so for the last 15 years of my career, I continued teaching in a public school as an art educator to elementary school kids. And I don't have mobility issues. I don't use a cane or a dog. For some reason, I don't have mobility issues. I can't see signs, but I can walk around. And so that's probably why I was able to keep my job. One reason everybody knew. I mean, my administrators knew, my colleagues knew. So, okay. How about Paul? You go next.
Can you do the question one more time?
Oh yeah. What is your condition called, and how do you see?
I was diagnosed at 3 months of age of glaucoma. Glaucoma is just like an eye pressure disease. Everyone has eye pressure. My glaucoma is usually caused by excessive eye pressure. And glaucoma attacks your peripheral vision first, and it creeps in from the outside coming in. And that is the weakest part of the eye, and it just progresses very slowly. That's why it's always important to have your eyes checked every year.
Okay, let's Dal, can you go next, please?
Yeah, sure. Okay, my condition is called chorioretinal coloboma. Yeah, what the hell is that? Yeah, it's called chorioretinal coloboma, and it also has damages in the optic nerves and the macula. So basically, the whole eye is on both eyes. The whole thing is messed up. Not to say another thing, but it's all my eyes. Every part of my eyes are messed up since birth, and I was diagnosed to be completely blind, but it wasn't the case, because it turns out that I belong to the other third of the people with this rare condition who can still see. So I am very similar to Diana in the sense that I can still see. I don't use a cane and I don't need a dog, but I cannot see signs.
Right.
So and also I cannot handle programs like Excel or whatever data analysis thing. I cannot do spreadsheets. I cannot do Excel because there's a problem with my ocular muscles. So my eyes are always moving all over the place. And when it comes to like columns and rows of data, I just cannot process it. I can process short form documents like emails and letters and text and short form text. And when it comes to like longer pieces of text, I do text to speech software to be able to read at a regular pace and work at the same pace or a similar pace as people who are sighted. So I am severely visually impaired, but I have good mobility. Like I am impaired in other areas of my working life, but when it comes to mobility, I'm fine.
Yeah, no cane or dog is needed. Is that right?
Exactly. I can still see colors.
Yeah, that's like me.
Yeah, I can still see colors, no problem. But when it comes to like letters and numbers. Letters are fine. Numbers, no.
Do you struggle, Dal, with a contrast from light
No.
to dark?
Oh yes, my retinas are open. This is part of my condition. It's called chorioretinal coloboma, and since my retinas are incomplete and open, I receive way more light than everybody else whose retinas are normal. And so when it comes to bright sunlight, in the summer season, I just cannot handle. I go out late in the evening or early in the morning. I avoid the middle of the day because it hurts. And it's worst in summer or like very bright sunny days,
Does
it's the
sunglasses
worst.
help?
Nope, because it takes away the color and I need color to move around.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to address the chat now. Thank you, Dal. Okay, I have a new friend here. She's a legally blind artist from Ireland. That's the Artful Dabbler. Hi, Tori. Do you want to come up with the panel?
Hello.
And Mariska. Sorry.
Also, Jordan.
Oh yes, Mariska, would you like to come on the panel? And Tori, who's the Artful Dabbler, would you like to come up on the panel? I'll put the link in. Hold on.
More Irish blind people.
Oh yes. We have Jordan from Ireland, also the Tori.
More Irish blind people indeed. Also, Jordan, what's your condition and how you can see?
Oh yes, you're last, Jordan. Go ahead, Jordan.
Okay, so I have what's called Bardet-Biedl syndrome, and one of the side effects of Bardet-Biedl syndrome is it takes away your sight. Now, I was lucky because I had my vision and a child, so apart from that, there's other side effects. So I have more weight because of my condition. I also have Asperger's syndrome, which is autism, and I got that because my for that. And
Oh wow, he's breaking up so much.
Yeah. He has major internet problems over there.
There are major Wi-Fi connection
I know we
problems.
we can't help that. We're gonna bear with it and let you just. Okay. Jordan, were you finished?
I was gonna say that I use a long cane. That's what I use in terms of mobility, and if I need to get around, I will sight guide with people, and my sight is going because with the whole optic nerve, the back part of my optic nerves is missing. So there's going to be a day where the deterioration in my eye is full sight, and I will say lastly, I read Braille.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And he reads Braille. I caught that one.
Okay. And Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society says she says I can't do Excel, etc. But it has nothing to do with sight. It has to do with it's just being inept. Okay. LOL, she says. Thanks for your comment, Barbara. And hello, Kevin Helming. And Mariska's having dinner. She might come up later. Oh, Tori says, I have basically opposite to tunnel vision. Oh, same opposite to tunnel vision. Oh, yeah, same for me. That's right. My central vision is impacted, but not my peripheral vision with a severe how do you say that? Stigmatism. I think she's saying, but it's spelled that she's spelling it different. Nystagmus.
Nystagmus.
Okay. Oh, nystagmus. Yeah, that's when the eyes.
And then she says, I am a Braille and cane user. Oh, Tori, you wanted to come on the panel? Anyway, the link is in the chat.
And Mariska says that she should really have Prisma glasses.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
I don't know what Prisma glasses are.
I've heard the term, but I don't know what they are either. So I will have to look that up later.
Mariska, maybe you want to come up and explain that.
Yeah, she said she might late in a few. She might in a few minutes, but she's still eating dinner.
Having dinner. Yeah.
Hey,
I am. What?
And Tori cannot come up right now, but she would love to another time. Okay.
Good morning,
Tori.
Kevin.
That's okay.
Good morning, Kevin.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the next question.
Next question.
How many are there?
We already explained this, but no, Paul didn't. Oh, how much can you see? Okay, I'll start. How much can I see? It's really hard for me to read normal text. That's just I have to use a magnifying glass and hold my face like 1 inch from the page. And I do have glasses, special magnifying glasses that got from the low vision medical doctor, but those glasses don't help either. I still would have to hold the book up to my face. So I prefer audio. I prefer only spot reading, audio, voiceover, and large print. And that's how I mostly I do spot reading. If I have to do long-term reading, I like voiceover or audio. And how much can I say? I could, like I said before, I do not need a cane or a dog, and I don't have mobility issues. And okay. And Paul?
Yeah. My what the vision is like is the left eye pretty much was legally blind at birth, and then right around age 8 it went completely dark. I still had the right eye and it was functional, but when I had routine surgery for glaucoma, my eye collapsed, and then I got some of the sight back after. But permanent damage has been done to the optic nerve.
Okay.
So my vision is opposite of Diana. Diana has peripheral vision, but not central vision.
Yeah.
I have central vision, but not peripheral. But it's only in one eye, and I've been like that pretty much all my life as far as depth perception. But now the peripheral in the right eye has gotten worse to the point that a normal eye sees 180 degrees left to right. I see less than 10 degrees. So it's major tunnel vision. Of that tunnel vision, I have acuity at best 2200. So both visual field and acuity puts me in the legally blind category. And that makes me, where I say I'm blind, even though I have some light perception. So 90% of the people that are legally blind have some type of vision, but fit in that category, those two categories. And I go around with a cane.
Thank you. And let's see. Kevin Helming says he has retina damage, and his dogs use canes. Oh, he's a jokester. Okay. Ha Kevin. Blind Neil says I had prism glasses for reading when I had both eyes still working. It focused my vision with the eyes to one point instead of seeing two spots on the line. And hello, Grayscale Painting.
Yes, Grayscale, you're painting. So it's just Grayscale Paint. Okay, never mind. I thought he was telling us that
no, that's his name, Grayscale Painting.
Yeah, I thought he was painting while he was watching us. I was gonna say
he does do things like that, but
I would pose for him, Never mind. Move on.
You pose for him. Okay, so Dal wants to answer the question next.
Yeah. How do I see? Well, I think I have tunnel vision. I think because I have like a tiny degree of peripheral, but it's like I just catch the movements. I don't really pay attention to my peripheral vision very much. And same as Diana, I have to put things in my face to see them. Like if I want to read something on the phone, I will have to turn on the camera. If please, yes, yeah, that's me. So if I want to read something, I have to put the phone like this, and I have to look at it like this, and then there is an incorporated magnifier, and then I will just look at the phone like this with the magnifier, and it's basically I'm touching the phone with my nose to be able to read.
Oh, that's how I am.
Yeah, exactly. So we are in a similar condition in that regard. And then I also do a lot of text to speech, because I now I am in a new workplace. Well, it's kind of like my new job, or one of my new jobs is that I have to read entire manuscripts before we make the final decision if this
Oh,
manuscript
is
is
that a
gonna be.
strain? Is that a strain for you?
No, because I'm reading with text to speech.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
wonderful.
Right. Oh,
I
you
will
look
never.
so young. What, you're in your 30s?
I am getting to my 30s.
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
I'm saying you also look like you're in your 20s. I don't know. 20. Oh, you're in your late 20s.
I'm 29. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You look young. Yeah.
Thank you.
29 and holding.
I've been 29 for about 30 years.
Yes.
Right. I don't care. I mean, I don't mind about that. But like, yeah, that's I have to use a magnifier. I am currently having a magnifier window on my laptop to be able to move around StreamYard and stuff like that. Everything in my computer is in dark mode. So the brightness of a white background doesn't hurt me because, like I said, my retinas are open, so I get more light. So I have everything in dark mode. It's easier on my eyesight, and a lot of text to speech, lots of audio, lots of everything has to be listening with me. I am very good at audio production actually because of that, because I rely so much on audio that my video, the audio quality for my videos is quite decent. And I am the kind of person who is that I'm going to. I am determined to learn new websites and new softwares and new things, but really, since my eyes move all over the place, like they move, it's a kind of nystagmus, but it's like a problem with the ocular muscle. Then this is why I cannot handle like number rows on Excel and spreadsheets. I struggle immensely just to read the spreadsheet. Now imagine creating one and interpreting data. I just can't. So this is one of the reasons why job hunting is so hard for me, because if you require Excel and data and analysis and creating data formulas, I'm like, I'm not your woman. I'm sorry, I cannot do this. But yep, that's and also my eyes are misshapen, like the pupils themselves, they are not complete, they didn't finish to form, so they look really rough. And so that's why I rarely turn on the camera. I just don't. So but I don't care anymore, and here I am, and that's why I turned it on today.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome, Patriot in the Dark.
Yes. Hello, Patriot in the Dark. Welcome.
Good to see
Patriot in the
you.
Dark is legally blind and is a gun enthusiast. So
Oh.
yes, people that are
He's
blind
he's a
can
licensed shooter.
can shoot guns.
He's one of my friends.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, if people could share this out, please. Share out this live stream and give thumbs up, please, and share this out. It really helps out the channel and helps us get more new people in here.
He teaches how to take care of a weapon and all the responsibilities of the weapon
And safety measures
and
when you're
safety and
handling, yeah?
everything. And being blind or visually impaired, you even emphasize more on safety. So whether you're legally blind or not, I would check him out because you would learn a lot.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Jordan will answer the question last. Our second question is, how much do you see? Is Jordan still with us? No, he's still there.
Yeah, it's just my connection.
Oh, okay. Yes, everybody, if we can just bear with Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, if you bear with me. So one thing I'll start off saying is I see better at night than I do in day. So I prefer the dark.
Oh, okay. Is that all you wanted to say?
Well, I don't just prefer the dark, Diana. The other thing that can be a problem is light. So if you shine light directly into or you come to a room and turn on a light, it's actually very, very damaging to my eyes. And like I said in the first question, I have deterioration in my eyes, so eventually I'm going to be fully blind soon. So, there's that. And heavily other senses, like hearing, and brilliant, brilliant, brilliant sense of smell.
Thank you. And if everybody could bear with us with Jordan's connection, he comes to us from Ireland, and so
maybe the Wi-Fi connection in that particular region is just not friendly.
we have more people in the chat. Spirit in the Sky Blue, welcome, welcome. Lisa B, welcome. And Dirt Diggers UK, he's a new friend. Welcome. Casper, welcome. And we welcome people up on the panel, whether you're sighted or you have normal vision, or whether blind, or whether you have normal vision. We invite all people up in the panel, and then I'll put the link in again. And then we'll go to the third question.
Spirit in the Sky says hello, Dal.
Hi.
You gotta get Patriot.
Well, yeah, just Patriot in the Dark. I'd love to have you come up on your panel, as well as anybody else.
Yes, he would be a very good addition. I'm curious his answers on some of these questions.
Yes, let's. I just want to say again what you know by the title, but we're going over commonly Googled questions about being blind, and we're about to go to question 3.
And incidentally, if you came in late, you can always watch the replay. Diana,
we have somebody waiting. Yes, you can always watch the replay.
Yeah, Diana keeps it up, the live stream.
Here's Mariska.
For education.
Hi, Mariska.
Hi, Paul, Diana.
Hello.
Coming to us from the Netherlands.
Jordan. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you. Nice to meet you.
I'm illegally blind. No. I always make that joke with Diana and with Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard that joke before. Maybe you made that joke with me a long time ago.
Illegally blind, yes.
Illegally blind? Yeah.
Yeah.
Illegally blind.
Yeah.
Here's question 3. Why do you wear glasses if you are blind? Okay, I'll start that. I use this magnifying glass that I have tied around my neck, hanging around my neck. My glasses that I got from my low vision doctor at the eye hospital do the same thing as the magnifying glass, but except I don't like how I have to keep going up, putting it up on my head, down, up, down, or have glasses around my neck. I don't really like that, because that's taking them on and off is like harder than just going like this. To me, this is better than putting glasses on and off, because the glasses do me no good to look in the distance. That's all blurry, and I have to constantly close up, far away is different. Those glasses. What? That's funny. Yeah. Well, okay. So that's. I don't wear glasses. I do have glasses, and the glasses are not good for distance. So they prescribe to me a monocular lens if I want to read signs or see things in the distance. And I rarely use that, but I have that, and that can hang around your neck too. And then for reading, like I just said, I read with a magnifying glass or audio or voice text. And okay, that's the glasses. I am prescribed glasses that are only as good as my magnifying glass.
I think that the question is more that when people think that you're blind, so you don't need any glasses.
No, see, magnification, it depends on the person. I'll just tell you my own experience.
I know the answer, but I think that's what they mean.
Yeah, what it
And
means
this is not a prescription magnifying lens either. I
Diana,
found it somewhere.
okay, remember that when people Google these things,
Yeah.
they think that blindness is pitch black. We
Yeah,
can't see anything.
exactly. That's what
I
people
know.
think. And that's not true.
Exactly.
I know
So
that.
the
Yes,
mi-
I
the
know. I'm always
common-
educating people on that.
Yeah, so the common misconceptions is that we are completely blind, we don't see anything at all, and so why would you be wearing glasses if you're blind?
No,
Yeah.
blindness can be correctable to some
Oh,
extent.
We lost someone. Jordan.
good.
Jordan, yeah, he's
Blindness-
having internet problems.
Blindness can be corrected to some extent, correctable, but it's never going to be correctable if you're always legally blind. It's never going to be correctable to above. I mean, to not being legally blind. There's people that say, "Oh, I'm blind without my glasses." Well, if your vision is correctable to being not blind anymore, then maybe you're blind without your glasses, but you're sighted.
That is someone with low vision. That is someone who is visually impaired. That's different.
Well,
people don't know that.
I'm both. I'm visually impaired, but they still call me low vision too.
You're both. You're cool. You got them both.
Yeah, you got the best of every world. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, Paul's.
Yeah, I had glasses all my life, pretty much. But when I had that surgery and then had all this damage, the eyeglasses don't help. And I was lucky enough to get, once the blood from the collapsed eye dissipated, my surgeon was able to clean it up, and I was lucky that my retina didn't detach. So everything went back to normal. But actually, when the eye collapsed, my retina went all the way into my iris, twisted to upside down, and was folded over because of all the swelling from the back of the eye where the retina is when my eye was collapsing. Now everything's gone back to its position, but now glasses do not help. Okay, so the commonly question is, well, if you have some vision, can't glasses help? Not always.
No.
When you've got a lot of damage, depending on your disease or what happened to you, obviously everyone has a wide spectrum of disability when it comes to their vision. Between all of us here on the panel, typically glasses do not help. Also, the commonly asked question is, well, if you're blind, how come you don't wear dark sunglasses?
You're not all Stevie
I'm not
Wonder.
sensitive to light. I don't need dark glasses, except sunglasses like a regular person. But
It's just another stereotype.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
because of the movie.
stereotype that is
The
been
movie.
portrayed in the movies.
Yeah.
And there's a
That's
whole
not
other
Stevie
about
Wonder. Stevie
blindness.
Wonder did it.
Oh yeah, Stevie Wonder as well.
So everybody thinks
there's
that.
a whole, in the movies
whole
when they portray a
culture.
blind person, they always put them with dark sunglasses.
Yeah, and you know why they do that? Because other people are getting uncomfortable looking at eyes that are not making sense to them.
Yeah,
So
eyes like mine, for example. People suggest me.
Well, I'm looking at you, and I can just look at you. It's my problem, not your problem. What the on earth?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But at the same time, my eyes are not pleasant to look at. But if I
Mine
wear
either.
real dark sunglasses, then I
It's not
can't.
pleasant either.
Then I can't see.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's too
Yeah.
dark.
Why
So
would you say?
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
why I don't wear dark sunglasses. I have some polarized, nice sunglasses. Sometimes
But
I
why would
use
you
them,
even do
but
it? Because
depending
it's not
on
pleasant
the
to watch?
brightness, it's complicated. But
Yeah,
blindness
Paul.
is on a
Do it.
spectrum.
Why?
Blindness is on a spectrum. Everybody who don't know, you're not totally blind or can totally see. Legal blindness is on a spectrum.
I have some things to say about this. Remember that movies, Hollywood and movies and all. Remember that all those things are about aesthetically pleasing actors and actresses. So when a person like me or you or whoever who has eyes that are not exactly the most beautiful eyes people have ever seen, put on sunglasses because we have to cover
I don't
that.
agree with that. Agree. That's the culture. No,
I'm not saying I agree. I'm saying this is how it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't agree with that.
Oh, Patriot in the Dark.
It is like that. I don't agree.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. Patriot in the Dark is looking for a link. It should be in the. It should be in the
sorry,
chat.
I didn't see that in the chat. Never mind.
It should be in the chat.
Hold on, I didn't see him ask for that.
Another thing
what I was trying to say is that I don't like that. That it's like that.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, because that's true. But I don't like that. That's the fact.
Well, I mean, we cannot change sighted society.
Well,
they
can.
operate
we
that
can.
way.
With education, Dal, we can.
That's
what we're doing right now. This is why I'm here. I've been on both sides of the fence.
Me too.
I've been functional and I rose.
That's true. That is true. I have never been on the.
I was lucky enough to drive everything. I worked in manufacturing. I worked with heavy machinery. I have 10 fingers and 10 toes. Thank God. I've seen sighted people lose fingers and hands and legs and arms with this machinery. So I always was big on safety. So I've been on both sides of the fence. Now that this has happened to me, I feel like my purpose in life now is I have both sides of the fence, and I'm trying to bring the gap together. So yes, we can educate the sighted.
Yeah, well, I know
it's
going to be
necessary.
Yes, I just want to say 10% of the blind population, 10% of the blind population are totally blind. It's 10% of the
only.
And of those 10%, then there's a smaller percentage that have no light perception at all. So out of that 10%, some of them have light perception, some of them don't.
So like the reality is that people who are completely pitch black blind, that they see nothing, it's actually the minority of the minority.
Yes.
And yet that's what's been represented the most.
Yeah, because that's interesting, because that's dramatic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it's because those people that are partially sighted, that have some light perception, those are the people that fell through the cracks over the years of life, and they just pinpointed on the people that were totally blind. And now all of a sudden we have YouTube, we have the internet, we're growing, and now we're coming out of the cracks and coming out and saying, hey, I'm in your face and I'm going to educate.
I don't really educate, but
yes, you do.
We are educating right now.
I consider it education.
She does too, because you're here.
Yes,
by telling your story, you educate.
I have a story about the whole glasses thing, because it's a bit of a.
Don't say you don't educate. You do. By telling your story, you educate. You make people aware.
I guess, yeah.
Well, it's Dal's turn for the question. We're getting off kind of topic.
Okay, I forgot if we had done her. Okay,
Dal, do you wear glasses? And
I wore glasses when I was a kid, and it never worked. It really never worked. I saw the same thing as if I had them or not. The only difference is that I got migraines. And so I abandoned the whole glasses completely because it doesn't work. I started using a magnifier and magnifier windows on my phone and laptop and stuff like that. And I have a story about glasses and stuff like that because of... this is going to be painful to retell. But when I was living in another country, I made friends with some other people, when you get to meet new people and stuff like that. And I was friends with a lady who is fully sighted. She has never had an eye condition. She has never had a disability of any kind. She is completely fully able. And we were good friends. And of course, she is a good person. She has good intentions. And she tried to help me. And suddenly she gets this idea that she wants to take me to this shopping center because the eyesight shop, the glasses store, the Optica, they are offering glasses, and they are offering a free eyesight test, and she wanted to see if I get the eyesight test for free, and maybe they could recommend me some glasses. And I was, all my time being her friend, I explained to her that I have to use magnifiers, that glasses don't work, that I used them as a child, that she knew my whole thing back and forth, and yet she wanted to take this free eyesight test for me just because she didn't believe me, because I also struggle with depression, and therefore I am so negative that she wanted me to get a free eyesight test, brand new, and suddenly I would get glasses and suddenly I would see. I was very uncomfortable. That was the end of our friendship. I had a very, it was pretty disturbing because my my depression also triggers sometimes when I feel extremely pushed to the very edge. And also I was sleep deprived that day, so I had a suicide crisis right there. Of course, that right after the store. We did the eyesight test thing. The woman who did the eyesight test said, I mean, she has so many complications in her eyes that our glasses, our commercial glasses would never be a help for her. And of course, she looked at me like, why is she doing this to you? and I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then when we went out of the store, of course, I had a kind of crisis. I was very sleep deprived, very nervous, very uncomfortable. She was uncomfortable because she realized that I was telling the truth the whole time, and it's not just being negative. This is why I don't like the people who manifest and are very spiritual and the secret, and that's why I don't like them, because this is what happens, and it triggered a suicide crisis. And our friendship just came to an end because I was too much for her, and I said, "Okay, I was too much for her. I took her energy and that kind of stuff. I was
you were draining,
I am high maintenance. I'm too draining. I was like, dude, you were the one who. I was
gonna tell you, what are you doing here? You're draining the heck out. No, I'm kidding.
I mean."
You're awesome.
She had the best. I mean, I have to remark, she really genuinely had the best intentions. She simply
at first, but then no.
But she's not educated. She doesn't have any disability of any kind.
Education. That's what Paul was saying.
Yeah. So
people don't want to understand. That's another problem.
Yeah, when they
hello, Leah, and
hello, Leah, ability mom of 2 vlogs. Welcome. The link is in the chat. I could put it in again.
Hey, we got a new
member. Thank you. Welcome to New Jersey Lawn and Hedge Cutting, coming to us from the UK. He just renewed his membership again. Thank you, NJ Cutting Hedges and Cutting. Another time when you come in, I'll do the happy dance. Sorry, the happy what I do for new channel members and so maybe at the end of this or another time when you're in the live stream, I'll play that happy dance.
Diana, we are doing the happy dance for you.
Mariska, you look like you have ants in your pants.
Ants in your pants. Mariska, I have a question. What is your where are you right now?
In the Netherlands. That's why that's
a whole nother story behind that.
So you're Dutch.
Oh, somebody's here. Okay.
Yes.
You're Dutch. Okay.
So Patriot Dark is here. Patriot in the Dark. I mean,
good job.
He would. Oh, wonderful.
Hey, Patriot in the Dark. Good to see you, boy.
Hi, Rude Girl. Rude Girl came in.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yes, I said hello to her in the chat.
Patriot in the Dark is on panel. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, but she's muted.
Yeah, you're muted, buddy.
I think you're muted.
He muted himself.
Oh, something happened. Something came in. Yeah. Something came in. Somebody opened the door or something.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
Shall we go on to the? Shall we go
No,
on to
Oh,
the
there he is.
It's Mariska's turn.
Mariska, she says my name right. First person on the YouTube. Say it
oh,
again.
I know ours.
My
I can say it.
my favorite singer. Well, no, not my favorite singer, but like one of my favorite female Finnish rappers is also Mariska. So that's
Who?
why.
Mariska who?
That's her rapper name. It's Mariska.
Yeah,
and
that's me. No, I'm kidding.
I would die if it was the same person. I would be like,
That's me. You didn't know?
it's not you.
Well, I'm named after Mariska Veres from Shocking Blue, and you know that by that number Venus. I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire.
Yes, I knew that. Yes.
Song. That song
Good
you
song.
know.
Good song.
I'm your Venus, I'm your fire. That, when my mom was pregnant with me, my dad was like, Mariska Veres from Shocking Blue. Dutch, she's hot. So let that name go. But that was literally the story. And my dad's name is Paul too. And Paul
my
is
God.
going bananas over this. He's like, yeah. That's what he's doing. I don't really have a story. When it comes to vision, well, what I do have to tell you is that I have what Paul said something that you're centered or something, and Diana is not, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my central vision's impaired, but not my
I am like
peripheral.
my eyes go like this. You cannot see that. They go all over the place when I'm not wearing my contact lenses. But I cannot tell you how bad my vision is because it's different in European or Dutch standards. I don't know, but it's pretty bad. If I'm not wearing my contact lenses, I don't. And you just tell me go outside, I will get hit by a car. I mean, it's that bad.
Yeah.
I don't see. Oh wait, there's Jordan again.
Patriot in the dark.
Another-
We just lost
another
Patriot
one.
in the dark. He was unmuted, and then I was just
Yeah,
going to
that's
give
what I
him
said.
next after
He was
Mariska.
unmuted. Yeah,
I was
that's
just
what
gonna-
I said. Unmuted.
I was just going to get to him next after Mariska. Patriot in the dark. If you want to come up, please come up again.
Okay, but Jordan, are you here?
Yes, Jordan's here.
Yeah, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, he
Or
sometimes his Wi-Fi doesn't work, and we don't hear him right
No,
away.
but you gotta just talk through me, guys, because I'm also deaf on one ear, so that's true. But anyways, I got scratches on a contact lens, and Paul was already saying, like, don't let your retina become damaged, right? Paul?
Cornea.
Yeah.
Your cornea.
Cornea. Well,
No, it's everything. Glaucoma affects every part of the eye.
Damaged. It's already damaged. So I now ask government like help because I just need a new contact lens. That's all I need. And then they're like, don't you have glasses? You know what glasses cost? Glasses are not cheaper.
Right. Especially prescribed.
And then it's just your eyes. It's very important. Yes, I know, but I put a euro outside in the ground, and there's no tree growing euros here. So it didn't work. As a child, I really did that, by the way, with guilders, but it's waiting for the freaking tree.
It's not coming.
It's not but it's like they have to help me with that because it's constantly infecting my eye, and I have and then they're like, just buy day lenses because that's the thing here, and that doesn't cost a lot, but that's not the same because I got all these special things since I was 9 that I got lens, like I don't know how you say that in English. Like, I cannot have soft contact lenses, for instance.
Oh, you have stigmatism.
You
have a stigmatism.
He's saying, do you have astigmatism?
Yeah. Well, no, I got a cylinder deficiency.
Yes.
Everything is like.
That's called astigmatism. Your eye is not perfectly oval. You got a flat spot.
Yeah, but that's one of the 3 things I got. So I cannot have. And I think it's a basic need. So, well, that's my story. And now I'm dealing with taking my contact lens out and in and out. And it's super annoying because I think that I should just get a new contact lens. But yeah.
Okay, Nick Jones. Nick Jones. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
You're New Jersey hedge and cutting, right?
And
No,
you got
it's
blind people on the panel. You gotta say hi.
hello. It's not New Jersey. It's Nick Jones.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. You're right. Anytime I see NJ, I always automatically think New Jersey.
New Jersey, I thought.
Because New Jersey is is nearby.
No, Nick is in Wales, right?
I know. I'm sorry. Yes, I know.
Yeah, it's
We
right
lost
over
him.
the guitar.
All right, are we ready to go on to the next question?
Yeah,
I
why
know
not?
we're not going to get through these questions. We might or might not. We might have part 2 next month. Whatever. Okay.
How many more questions are there, Diane?
A bunch. There's about 7 or 8, 9, 10. I don't know.
We will-
3 more
We
questions.
will definitely have a part 2.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna have part 2.
let's go on with the next one.
Diana,
This is going well. This is going well. We want to continue this next time. Okay, so
I
next
can read
question
those
is
questions, though. I can read them. You don't have to look constantly
no.
at
No. This is not a big deal. It's a real short question. These are
Damn
short.
it, I wanted to feel useful.
No,
It is.
I know,
It
but I
is.
can't send you the questions.
We are good on time. We're only 50 minutes in.
Okay,
True.
do you use a cane or a guide or dog or both? We kind of answered this question, but we could get more into the. Should we answer this question and get more in depth?
Just make it quick.
We can just make it quick. Yeah.
Do you use a cane or guide dog or both? No, I'm technically legally blind. That does not mean like I have to, like say this again. I'm not totally blind because only 10% of the blind population are totally blind. I do not have, I do not have mobility issues except I cannot see signs. So walking down the street or anything or walking anywhere, I do not have mobility issues. I don't need a cane or a dog. So I don't know how that is. I don't know why that is, but I don't. So okay, that's my answer. Paul?
Yes, I qualify for both. I need a cane at least, simply because of my peripheral vision. So when I have that central vision and it's only like 10%, that's like looking through a toilet paper roll. Put it up to your eye and walk around with that. That's kind of like that. So when I'll trip over things. That's my problem. Bumping into things. My shins from my knee to ankle are, I don't know how many times I walk into the dishwasher door and I know that sucker is open. It's ridiculous. And sometimes Lisa will even remind me, but this is, I don't know, is it in frame? This is one of the canes I have.
Yeah, it's in frame. Yeah.
Yeah, typical cane, white cane, black handle with a red tip.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I found out through history of the cane that the red tip indicates that I have some vision. If it is all white, technically that means that the individual is totally blind. I did not know that.
That you don't know that means that the rest of the world that has to pay attention doesn't know it.
Yeah, and here we are on a replay. Right now we're live, but on a replay, this is a cane, white cane with a red tip, means that I have some functional vision, but I need assistance. Look out, I might walk right into you. Do not cut in front of me. Do not try to jump over my cane and cut in front of me. Just, have some respect and give me my space, please. And if I bump into you, I am totally sorry.
I always get out of the way. I'm like,
all white cane means total blindness. And that was interesting when I found that out. This particular cane is an Ambutech, very good company. And what's nice about this cane is you can take it apart and fold it.
How convenient.
And there you go. And
It's like
what's really cool about it is when you undo it, you can just let it, and it goes into by
I
itself.
saw many of those in Budapest. It was
Yeah.
very, very, very similar. Like, blind Hungarians, they had the cane, and then when they got to the restaurant or the coffee shop or whatever, they just folded it just like you. Yeah, they folded it like just like you did, put it in the pocket or the purse or whatever, and like they don't have a cane. And then when they go outside, whoop again.
Yep.
Yep.
So I do qualify for a dog. However, my age, I'm 56 right now. I don't need to go really anywhere. I was working. I have been blessed to be on SSDI, which is Social Security Disability Insurance for the United States. It's a program that when you are working, from birth, or not from birth, but when people working, when they start working, the taxes that you pay into the system for your Social Security pension and things like that go towards that. So now that I qualify for SSD, thank God I qualified. It's not easy to get. A lot of people think people take advantage of the situation, and there might be a few individuals out there that are thieves in my eye, but it's not easy. Trust me, to get Social Security disability. So I was blessed in that situation. So I'm always pretty much at home. And Lisa, I own a truck. I never sold my truck. I had 2 vehicles. I sold one, kept my truck. Lisa drives it. And she takes me wherever I need to go when she's available. So I don't really need a guide dog because I'm not in the city. I'm in a rural area. So to walk anywhere would be at least 5 to 7 miles just to the nearest store. So there's no way I'm doing that. So I really don't need a dog because a lot of my neighbors and friends have said, "Oh, you qualify now for a dog. Get a dog." I am a dog lover, an animal lover, uh, uh, completely. But I'm not going to get a guide dog and then have him just be a pet. He needs to be worked, or she needs to be worked, and do what they're trained to do, and they have to have constant daily, if not daily, activity to keep their skills going for training purposes. So I would rather somebody else that has better use out of the guide dog than me have that animal, because there's not a whole bunch of them. Sometimes you have to wait a long time for a guide dog. That's
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Dal, would you like to answer the question now?
I qualify for cane or dog. I just don't use them because my mobility is quite fine without me needing it. And also, like, if I request a dog, it will be kind of cruel for the pet because, I live in small spaces and service dogs tend to be quite big. And it wouldn't be nice for the dog. Also, I don't go out very much because, again, I have depression. I barely do what I have to do. It would be cruel for the dog. That's why I don't even bother trying to request a dog. When it comes to cane, I don't really need it, except maybe in bright sunny day situations, and in those cases I simply avoid the middle of the day when the sun is at the highest point. And if I really, really have to get out at that time, I will request for some assistance when I'm crossing a street or something like that, and that's it. So, like, I just work with what I have. With what I have. I don't really try to ask for more. I use my phone as a zoom in camera to read the street signs because with my bare eyesight, I cannot see it. So I will just grab my phone, zoom the crap out of the camera, take a picture, and then I would read, oh, I am in street whatever. And if that's the correct street, then I will just go on with my path. That's I just work with what I have.
Thank you.
Simple.
Patriot in the Dark is back. Thank
Hello,
you. Patriot in the Dark, please join us on panel. He said he had some phone issues. We do have people participating in chat. It's really hard for me to just keep going back and forth reading these long things that people are writing in chat. I mean, I could, okay. I don't know if I should talk about what they're saying in chat, or they are
What I
chatting
say,
with each
okay, I have
other.
a suggestion. We all answer the question as brief as we can, and then we look at the chat, and then we move on to the next question, and so on.
Okay. So, well, Mariska is not legally blind, right? So she doesn't need a cane or a dog. So, right?
Yeah.
I think Mariska is visually impaired from her descriptions.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, do you want to answer the question, Mariska, about needing a cane or a dog?
She needed something, and she's not there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, Nick. So,
Wow.
I've asked you this before, and you made a joke when I said you have visual impairment. You said yes when you get blind drunk.
Yeah, that's the only time.
Okay.
The only time the only time I can't see is when I pass out when I'm drunk.
Okay.
Now, there's nothing wrong with my eyesight.
Okay, then let's go to the chat now. Tori shared a pretty scary story. She said, I once got crossed over the same road 4 times while waiting for a friend outside a shop. People saw me with my cane and would grab my arm, and next thing I knew, I am on the other side of the road.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Never grab. Usually the protocol is to speak and ask if they need help. Don't just reach out and grab them. That is the scariest thing that you could do to somebody who is visually impaired.
Or disabled in any kind.
That's actually a question we can address later. That is one of the questions. What things do you never say to a do to a blind? What things do you never say to a blind person? Okay. But that's another question. We can address that more later.
Okay.
Artful Dabbler also says we aren't far from each other, Jordan. I'm in Lucan, and okay, let's go to the next question. There's about 4 or 5 questions left.
Oh, okay. We're in good shape.
Yeah, that's too bad. This is too bad. We should have questions next time too. How do you manage to use technology like a smartphone? Okay.
Oh boy.
So
this could be a long one.
I will be as brief as I can, but I have a lot to say, so I will speak.
All right. Okay, I'll go first. So when I use my smartphone, I use my magnifying glass. I hold it up to my face like this and read it like this. And technology. Oh yeah, I cannot do a whole lot. The only time I use my laptop is when I have to. I don't have a desktop. I have the laptop, an iPad, and a phone, a smartphone. So I try to I only use the laptop when I have to use it, like for live streaming. I don't like to use it for everyday things. I live on my iPad. I do everything on my iPad that I can possibly do. So the iPhone, I don't like. It's too small, and I like the iPad. It's nice and big, and I can't do it on the laptop because I have to crane over, and I'm not familiar with all the accessibility issues. I should be more familiar with them. I'm not. Maybe that would help me, but so far I can do a whole lot on the iPad and use the laptop when I absolutely have to, and then use my phone when I need to. Okay, Paul.
What a wonderful time of the year, this decade, to be alive. And unfortunately, if you're blind or visually impaired, what a wonderful time it is now to actually, if you are new to blindness, being blind right now versus 20, 30 years ago. It is wonderful, the technology today. And there's still a ton that I need to learn. There's technology for the laptop and programs for you to use on the laptop, computer, Windows, Mac, whatever you have. to help you with those things, along with technology with your cell phone. This is a magical thing for me because I do everything on this phone. For some reason, even watching TV, if I'm doing a video on my phone, I can cast it to my 60-inch screen TV, and when I'm at the couch, I still cannot see details. So it is better to see it on this phone. And I'll just use this phone, and I'll have this magnifier. And if I want to see anything detailed, I can just do it that way, holding this with this. I pay bills. I do my banking. I do everything on this phone. It's like a little mini computer. It's outstanding. So the technology there is amazing. There are apps that you can download to help you as a blind individual. For example, there's one that's called AI, where I think it takes pictures of text or pictures of items. Maybe you are in your closet and you took a picture of one shirt and another, it will identify color for you because maybe you might have problems seeing color. It will help you with that. There's KNF Reader. You can take pictures of documents and it'll read it back to you. And also, there's also
welcome, Patriot in the Dark.
Yes, welcome. And there's also an app. Be My Eyes, where there are wonderful volunteers all around the world that log in and volunteer their time, and it's a connection that you have with them through that app, and use the camera of your phone to help, and that individual can use your camera on your phone through the app to help you see or identify maybe you're lost or you can't read that sign and there's no one around. You can use the internet and that app to help you get out of the situation. So it is so wonderful to have all this technology.
All right, Patriot in the Dark, welcome.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Okay, thanks for being here. And let's see. The question, what was the question?
How do you use technology? If you're blind, how do you use technology like a smartphone?
Yes. Would you like to answer that question, Patriot in the Dark?
Sure. I'm actually totally blind. So I have, I'm perfectly blind.
Oh, okay.
And so I use it all the time. In my prior life, I was a programmer and stuff. So I've been in the tech side for a bit, but yeah, I do. Just like I said, I had issues with my phone getting on here with StreamYard. I don't really use the duck much, but yeah, I use software all the time. It just makes everything easier.
Were you totally blind your whole life, or did you?
No, actually, I was. I lost my vision the year my daughter was born, and she just turned 13. So
yeah, it's been 13 years in the dark.
Yep. Yeah. So before that, I did.
You had normal
software
vision
and stuff like that, but before, yeah.
What caused your blindness?
Diabetic retinopathy.
Whoa.
Yeah, all that fun stuff.
How
How
old were you?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't even know how old I am now.
Where are you?
I'm like
are you in your 40s
so
or 50s?
I'm 40. Now, if you ask my daughter, she thinks I'm a lot older. But I think I'm about 45, 46, I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I should probably know that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use the iPhone mostly. I'm actually a AT instructor trained to do that stuff, but I've kind of retired from that. But so I do the desktop stuff too. But there's a lot of things that just don't work out as well. But I do all my videos, all that stuff from my phone.
Now, when you were an instructor, were you totally blind then?
Oh, we keep in the question, then we can trail off.
I don't mean to take over.
No, it's just that we're trying to have like a structure.
She's like,
I totally understand, but I thought, because Patriot is brand new I'm so happy
Gotcha.
that he came up on
Gotcha.
panel and he missed a couple questions. I thought maybe we could catch
Yes,
up.
I like that idea of just
Good one.
go a little bit like him having him go back, like going backwards a little bit, and then he can
Yeah.
maybe quickly answer some of these past questions. Did you have any other question for him, Paul?
No, I just was interested, you know, when you're totally blind, that's a whole nother world. So that's even more inspiring to me. You know, people think that when you're totally blind that you can't do anything, but Patriot in the Dark here obviously has even done AT training. So
Exactly.
He's done what training?
Excessive technology.
Accessibility technology. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yes. And I started that after I started going blind. So.
And now your channel's mainly about gun. You're a gun enthusiast, so.
Freedom and liberty.
And
yeah. Rights. So yes, and firearms are part of that.
Oh my goodness, we need that so much right now with the freedom and liberty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me change my green
I don't
screen
know
again.
what's going on. Okay. So,
right, I'm gonna have to get going, Diana.
Bye. Okay, bye, Nick. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for renewing your membership.
Thank you.
Thank you, New Jersey. I mean, Nick.
No, I have Welsh in my family. Nick Jones. It was my mistake. Nick Jones.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Nick Jones. It's not New Jersey. It's the same.
No.
Okay. Thanks, Nick.
Maybe you might want to change it to New Jersey.
Yeah, it would have nothing to do with him though, because he lives in the UK. So anyway, so it's Dal's. No, Dal already answered it.
I haven't.
Okay, it's Dal's turn.
Right. So when it comes to technology, like I rely on my phone. Same as Diana said, I use the laptop only when I should. Now, there is a recording audio software that I have on the laptop. So when I have to record audio of any kind for like a short story production or just a regular YouTube video audio, then I will just jump in the laptop, do what I have to do with the audio. If there's a stream going, I will be here on the laptop, but it's like only the absolutely necessary. And then I jump to the phone. All my videos are edited on the phone using an app that is called KineMaster. I have sometimes I do editing my documents on the laptop sometimes, but when I get too tired of the laptop, I just go to the phone and I edit and read and do all my writing endeavors on Microsoft Word, or when I'm reading for leisure, I use Kindle, and everything has a text-to-speech software, so I can listen to everything that I am writing or reading. And I use sometimes the Evernote app to draft some of my news stories, because Evernote has a dark mode. Everything that has a dark mode, I will use that one over, for example, Google Docs. Google Docs doesn't have a dark mode. I hate it. I don't use it. I use it only when other people are accustomed to using Google Docs and they put comments as beta reader feedback, when they are reading your manuscript and they want to give you feedback and constructive critiques. And then I have to transfer my document to Google Docs and just tolerate it with the white background, because, it's because of the beta reading purposes. But when it's just like me drafting and editing and working on my own, like there's no interference from other people, I will just use Evernote and then pass it to Word just to have like a standardized industry standard document and whatever. But like I do everything on this phone, everything. It's like I rely on it. If this thing goes to hell, I need to buy a new one, because my job relies on this. And also for my new job as assistant for an independent publisher, a small independent press, I am helping with reading the whole manuscript things. And I am one of the decision makers if the book is going to get published with us or not. I don't make the final decision, but I am I give my contribution. Like, I think this is this, and I think this book is good because of this and this and that and so on. All of that is done with text to speech. So because it's an unpublished manuscript, it's a document. There is no audiobook because the book is not out yet. They are sending it to us. So we decide will we publish it or not? And so the blessing in disguise, like I say, the blessing in disguise with when you listen to a book with a robotic voice is that if your writing is really good, if there is a real product of quality with your writing, with your prose, with your characterizations, with your
Interpunction, maybe too.
punctuation depends.
Punctuation.
Yeah, my punctuation is kind of a mess because I'm visually impaired and I read with my ears. So, but I'm not evaluating blind writers. I'm evaluating just writers in general. So they should know their punctuations. That's not my problem here. But like the blessing in disguise is that when I listen to it with a robotic voice that reads everything like this and it has no enunciation and it you have to be really good to make me forget that I am actually listening to a robot. Sometimes it can happen. And there have been manuscripts and entire books that I read, for example, published books that I read on my Kindle, that I forget that I am listening to a robot. Yeah, they are so good. They make me forget that I am listening to a robotic voice. And in reality, I am immersed into this story, the world, the characters, the plot, the themes, everything. It's wonderful.
And that's not an audiobook. That's
No,
not
it's not
an audio book. So that's
it's
something.
It's a robot that do inflection and sounds like this all the time.
You're good at that.
You know, because I listen to it every freaking day. But it's that's the blessing. I am a little bit, maybe this is why my boss took me, because my boss is like, she's gonna be the one who's gonna be very critical because she has no choice. She has to listen with the robot. So she's gonna spot when the book is she's gonna spot the quality, the genuine quality of a product, instead of someone who maybe just forgets. And like I have no choice. So I pay a lot of attention to the quality of the prose, the quality of the imagery, the characterization, and so many things. So actually being visually impaired, according to some of my writer friends, is giving me an upper hand when it comes to like improving the quality of a piece that you're working on, I guess.
Especially with audio, yes.
But Paul, there is no audio here because there is no audiobook. It's not a published manuscript.
Text, what she's listening to, right? It's voice to text.
Yeah, it's text to speech. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
but your hearing is sensitive enough to pick up a lot of things that a normal person would read and maybe just miss that. Where you're paying more attention listening to it.
Yes, that was
my point.
I have an advantage when it comes to audio production. Like if people are curious to check out some of my short stories, I have some of my short stories and poems published on my YouTube channel with the same name. And you can listen to some of my work. If you like my work, well, I am querying my sci-fi novel.
No, I'm kidding. Where's your channel name? Wait,
Dal Cecil Runo, that's my name.
Okay.
And the thing is, well, Paul has listened to some of my self-published short stories, and I do have an advantage that I know how to handle audio. I know how to work on audio production, and I can give you something of a decent quality. Of course, I am not a studio engineer. I don't have I am not a professional sound engineer, so I don't have all the gear and blows and bells and whistles, but I give you something of decent quality, and I hope it's a good story that you can enjoy as you listen to like the whole experience of audio and sound effects, sometimes even music, if I can sneak it into it. But, like it gives me an advantage because instead of relying on my vision so much, I rely on the audio, and it gives you a good experience when you listen to my work.
You're writing.
Yes, I listened to her one of her recent, and the narration. It was her and a man, and the narration is beautiful.
Thank you. That was the longer piece. It's called Danger. That's the thriller one that you. Yeah. Thank you. So we did that narration together. I was the one who produced the whole thing. Like I put it together. I put the whole package together, and then that's I wrote the story. We did not write that together.
Danger with like undercase D and then uppercase ANGER.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so gonna listen to that. Not now, obviously.
It's really good.
Yeah, but later, yes.
Yeah, but I already put it in my. I'm so excited.
I hope Dal is an author, and she's working on a novel, and I can't wait for that thing to come out.
Wait, it's not my decision because I am looking for a literary agent who would represent me. So when a literary agent finally says yes to me, and then we can get
Let me become an agent.
Kiitos. Dankjewel. Oh my god. I'm still thinking of Mariska, the Finnish rapper. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's how I use technology. So you can see that I have incorporated technology very well into my working life as an author.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
Mariska, it's your turn.
I don't have anything to add to that. Let's move on to Patreon in the dark.
God. Okay, just a moment. A pop-up box came up on my computer. I have to carefully press the right button to get rid of this.
Uh-oh. Don't get rid of yourself.
I know. That's why I'm being careful. Okay, I did that. Okay, now I got to go to the questions.
No, Patreon has to still, Patreon in the dark has to still answer that question, right?
Yeah, Patron in the dark, being that you do AT training, you probably have a lot to add about technology.
Yes, Patron in the dark. Yes. What's the question about technology? How do we use technology?
How do you use a smartphone if you're blind?
The smartphone.
Well, they gave an example like for example, the smartphone.
Okay, yeah. I used the. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I had a call, so I was trying to mute this, and I don't usually use the desktop, so
okay.
I ran out of the room real quick. I use the iPhone, and unfortunately, I'm not an Apple person. I've never been, but I use the voiceover, and some of the things that I do the video work that I do off the iPhone, but for a lot of the details and stuff, I do use my desktop. The different, I use Word. I'm kind of the Microsoft. Anything Microsoft is what I'm used to using. So what exactly is the question as far as what I do now and how I use it?
Here's the question. How do you manage to use technology like a smartphone?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use most of the time I use just screen readers. I am trained, and I do train on magnification software like Zoom Text and all that stuff. But being totally blind, I use the voiceover.
Yeah.
And text to speech. I don't use the dictation. I use once in a while, as far as like in chats, that kind of thing. Especially if I'm on my phone. There it goes again.
But then I got a question. How do you know where you're at on a phone if you can't see?
Because there's voiceover.
Voiceover, like on the iPhone, if you use the same kind of gestures, right? But gestures that I use are not, the sighted ones. You swiping to the left or right will move you from one focus to the next. So if I have to go on a website, if a sighted person can just look at a heading way down the page, and they're already there. They click on it, and they're to the next thing. Me, I have to scroll through every single thing, or I use hotkeys or whatever if I'm on the desktop to skip to the different sections, so that you can speed through things.
It's all. You have to go by hearing, not by.
Yes. It's all audio for me. I
never use that. I mean, everybody should just put their phone in that mode for one day and just know what it is like, because you can.
And I like it.
It's crazy. If you don't know what you're doing, it's crazy.
The worst is if you have my daughter. She comes in and I'll say, "Hey, how's this picture look?" Or I'm trying to get something centered, on the desktop, and she'll come in and she'll say, "Oh, here, it's right over here," and she'll start trying to use the mouse or use the keyboard. Well, she's hitting buttons and it's throwing her other places, and she, it's like you have to shut it off.
You got to be trained in it.
Yeah, it would be a shock, because I've got a lot of people that I talk with that are tech people, and they look at it and they're like, I don't know how it works. It doesn't work for me, because being visual, you look at a screen, they go right directly to whatever they're looking for.
Brain is set to that. It's like conditioned in that way, basically.
we should have now that you mentioned this, we should have, and this is, I'm going to save it for later, but we definitely need more visually impaired and blind people or disabled people in general, or we need some training for those who work in retail of technology, you know, those who work in Apple stores and things like that. We need some training for them to know all the accessibility features and how they work, for whenever a blind or deaf or, you know, disabled client comes in, they can guide them through.
Well, there is an individual out there. There's an individual out there, Dal, that's called Sam Seavey from The Blind Life. Unfortunately, he hasn't come up on panel, but, he actually, that's his job. He has a job like that.
We need that. What I'm saying is, we need that all over the world with all the languages. Because, like, if people don't speak English, what are they gonna do? You know?
Well, they learn English. No, I'm kidding.
There is different. Some of the customer support, they actually have sections that are for the disabilities or whatever. So you know,
but
if you call,
something about her Apple Store, I think.
Yes, we're fortunate at my Apple Store to have she's legally blind, and she has a dog, and she works in the Apple Store, and one of her things is, her jobs is training the legally blind with the accessibility features of how those gestures, like you swipe up, you swipe to the right, 2 fingers this, 2 fingers that. I'm like, oh my goodness, I couldn't learn that. That takes practice and training. She showed it to me. I would have to write down, take all the notes, and to try to remember. Probably I would just want to remember the ones that apply to me the most. But yeah, so we're fortunate with that.
You know, a very simple answer to your question, Mariska, is like, imagine just looking at your phone, right? And you got all your apps on the phone, and you can just, you know, look at all your apps, scan, and then you go to that app and touch it, right? Well, under VoiceOver, it's all a dark screen, and you can just, you know, left or right moves each app as it goes along. And then double tap or triple tap opens up a certain app, and then there's.
But do you
it's like
feel
layers.
it, or is it being said to you?
It's like
it's being said
it's
to
like
you.
layers.
It talks really fast.
It's insane.
It'll say, and then you could slow down. You could slow it down, and it'll step.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on this app. You're on this app. You're on this app.
I forgot crazy.
That's the funny thing is my project that I'm working on right now. I use some of the voiceover talking on the project, and I had to slow it so far down. It sounds horrible to me, but everybody else is like, "Oh, okay, I can understand it now," and that's kind of the fun thing. When I use it, I like getting it as fast as I can, because then people don't, you know, it's like they can look over your shoulder if you're sighted and be nosy and look at what you're doing. But if your screen's black and it's talking so fast, they,
it's just like reading. You know, when you were a child and started learning to read, it was really slow. And then as you started reading more and got older, you started reading faster. Well, it's the same thing with this technology.
Right.
When you're first messing around with it, you got to do it slow. But when you start getting advanced, that's too slow. You want to get to the next thing. So when it goes faster,
it's recognition. It goes by recognition at a certain point.
The human brain is amazing on how it adapts.
Okay, well, we're going to continue for about 20 more minutes, and then we
have 4 more questions, I think.
But we can continue this into part 2 if we have to next month. Okay, the next question is, what should you never ask a blind person? So for me, I'll answer first. I don't know, because I have pretty much an invisible, like walking down the street, you're not going to be able to tell I'm blind because I don't need a cane or a dog. So I don't need help really with mobility except for signs. And so nobody's going to come up to me thinking I'm blind. They don't know I'm blind.
What would it be?
Unless I start reading something, then if I start reading something, but I can't really properly
answer.
What
would really offend you? What would really offend you?
It would be a comment, not a question. So they could offend me with comments rather than questions. Right. I can only think of offensive comments, like, well, how can you do that if you're blind? Well, I don't feel like that's not offensive. How do you create art like that if you're blind? And then that's where I feel like, okay, I'm educating them that, yeah, well, I'm not totally blind. Okay, 10% of the blind population is totally blind. And then
I think a thing would be like, you're not blind, you got no problem because you can still do artwork. That would be
yes. That's that one. Yeah. Oh, but you're not that blind. You can still. You're a writer. Yeah. I get that. I've got that a lot.
Benefits or something. Why are people caring? I'm not saying that about benefit, but just in general, like comments that people can make.
Yeah.
So did Paul want to answer that?
Yeah. It's really a strange question because really, can you read it one more time to me?
What should you never ask a blind person?
What should you never ask a blind person?
Okay, let me read the right. Okay, what should you? Yes, that's it. What should you never ask? What should you never ask a blind person?
I think the same thing would be like, what should you never say to a blind person?
Yeah, right. I think they should redo that question because
no,
that's
it is very important. It is very important.
That's a Googled question. That actually comes from people.
That's just something that people type on Google.
What?
That's actually the question coming from
people. Oh my God, my jaws just dropped.
Okay, I want to make it very adamant. In my opinion, there is no bad question.
No, exactly.
Okay, there is no bad question. And sometimes people will come up to you, and depending on the individual, how sensitive they are, because, you know, there are a lot of sensitive people and different levels of sensitivity. Sometimes they use a question as a comment, and depending if they're sincere or not is how you handle it. Okay? So, but there is no bad question. Questions are welcomed. Believe me.
If it's really a question and not a cover-up for a statement.
Exactly.
If you are sincere and you really are interested and want to know more about my blindness or how to help me, please, there is no offensive question.
Exactly. Like to me, the problem comes when the person's intentions are not exactly,
But those
sincere.
are not questions. Those are just like
like
judgment zone.
Okay.
One example that I'll give is when somebody will come up to you and you say that, I'm sorry, I'm blind, or I'm legally blind, or I'm visually impaired. And the first thing and this isn't a form of a question, is they'll say, you don't look blind. That is offensive. Okay, that would be a question that maybe you wouldn't ask a blind person, because now you're stereotyping and you need to be educated. Because there are people that are blind that don't look blind. There are people that are blind that look like blind. There are different levels of blindness, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I want to add to that question is like, because I think a lot of sighted people, how about taking a blind person's arm, like helping them off the train or onto the train? Like, so somebody says, can I help you? Like, is that offensive?
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be offensive as long as they came and asked you, do you need help?
If they just took your arm, that would be offensive.
No, that's later on in your bottom of your questions. If you want to,
because I have to say, I'm not going into it because we don't have time, but I actually got educated at elementary school how to help people cross the road. It doesn't matter if they're old or blind or limping. How you approach people is part of the education here.
Yeah.
And you don't just grab them in general.
It all goes down to the word respect.
Yeah.
You respect me, I respect you. There is no offensive questions. If you are sincere, please don't worry about offending me. Questions are welcome, and then I can just tell you.
How about Patriot in the Dark? You want to answer the question?
Yeah, I have super thick skin, and I joke about everything because
Yeah.
I find that if I make fun of something about me or I make a joke about it, it helps the poor sighted people feel more comfortable because otherwise they're awkward and they're just
Yeah.
horrible to hang around. So I'm always joking about things. So I'm the first one to say I'll be your getaway driver. And this guy pulls me over. I didn't see a thing, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to do dumb things like that just to make people feel easy.
Self-deprecation is a good thing.
But I don't get offended about anything. The only thing I guess I do if somebody like me, I do firearms and that kind of thing. And some people are just don't understand, and that's just because they haven't been around things. And if you're not around it, before I went blind, I didn't know any blind people, but now they're everywhere, all over my town.
Yeah.
You find them.
See them. How is that possible?
Right.
No, because they all stick out. Let me tell you. No. So it really, the questions like that, I guess, I don't know. So nothing offends me. I mean, I guess I don't pay attention to that stuff because I'd rather get those questions that they feel awkward about to answer, because if I don't answer them, or if I'm one that says, "Oh, you shouldn't ask me about that," and I get all upset, then they'll never know the answer.
Right.
Exactly.
And if they have a question, hey, ask it. It doesn't bother me. So that's that whole idea that I even got on YouTube and that was for that reason. Because there are a lot of people that are might not have the experiences of me or of anybody.
I have some thoughts about this. I have some thoughts about this because I don't get offended by things anymore, because that says more about the other person than it says about me. Their opinions,
Right.
or it's about them. It's their problem, not me. But I'm a woman, and I'm still young enough to be catcalled and shit like that. And I sometimes get comments like when people begin to do like, but like, why don't you try wearing contact lenses?
Yeah, that.
I am like, to please who?
Oh my God.
To please who? Oh, but you would be perfect. Like, if you wear contact lenses, then you would be perfect. It would be like you have nothing. And I'm like, I see. Okay. So it's about objectification, because I am a woman, and also I am biracial, so I have a exotic mix. I hate that word so much. I hate it. The only problem with this exotic object is that her eyes are a little, her eyes are a little bit all over the place. But if she wears contact lenses, then she would be perfect.
For them.
Yeah.
For them.
That is something. Exactly. That is something I would keep to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
sometimes ignorance
and that's not even
those
Paul. That's
questions.
not even ignorance. It's blatant sexism.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Okay.
Sorry. And sometimes it comes from women.
You're talking to an American there. He's just trying to not say it like that hard.
No, I'm sorry. I'm Finnish. Sorry, I'm Finnish. We Finns say the things like perkele.
He was thinking, Paul was thinking the same, trust me. And if he's not gonna say that now that he wasn't.
No, but it's just but no, sometimes this comes from women too, because we have been indoctrinated to be perfect, to be pretty, to please men, to wear makeup, to do this.
Oh, okay, I get it.
And I'm over here like, contact lenses will not help me to improve my eyesight. It will stay the same. It doesn't work for me, but you want me to wear contact lenses so I look good to you, and no, I'm not
That's
taking
also
that.
why I refuse to wear sunglasses.
Exactly.
Because they're like, oh, you're a blind guy, you should wear them. Only reason I would wear them is because if I'm in a new spot and I'm walking in trees or something.
Right. Yeah.
Or at the range or something like that. But
So that would be one thing I would just please keep it to yourself. Like I don't wear if I don't wear glasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, or whatever, it's for a reason. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
Like,
suck it
just
up,
keep it-
Buttercup, and zip it, Shrinky. Yeah, that's okay.
I love you. Sorry, the European section of the panel here.
You know, there are individuals out there that I know that they're so peculiar about their eyes that they have glass eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For cosmetic purposes only.
Exactly. It's all cosmetics. Yeah.
Well, if it's 2 holes, I get it. Because
No. The eyes are still there, but the eyes are small. And this is basically like a glass eye, but it's more like a thick contact lens.
Mm-hmm.
And then
yeah.
They're not holes. So,
no, I'm saying if you have to choose between having a hole, if you don't have any eye literally anymore, then you go for glass eye, right?
oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, but I was talking about making Dal's point about cosmetics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cosmetics.
Oh yeah, you got a zillion options. Okay, yeah, I get it.
All right, I'm not asking any more questions. Because we're running out of time, and now I'm just gonna address some comments in the chat. And then we're gonna close it for today, and we're gonna continue part 2 next month. That'll be the first Sunday of the month, most likely still 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But let's see. Jordan says, "Is there anybody that can help him with the live streaming?"
He's saying live stream is not that I can't live stream.
Jordan, there's a friend who's a friend of Lauren Divided by Sight, Consult a Blind Guy. He has videos on training blind people how to use StreamYard.
Exactly. And another thing, Jordan, is that you might have to talk to your internet provider, because that might be not your fault, but like just the internet connection is kind of weak in your area. So that is definitely not up to you. You just have to talk to your internet provider and see how you can solve that problem.
Okay, the Artful Dabbler says it's Paul, you were going to say
Those
something?
people.
No, go ahead. I was going to talk about what she said. Go ahead.
Hi, Adria. Welcome back, Adria. Okay.
She mentioned something about the cane and deafness.
We were talking
Hold
about
on.
the striped cane.
Can Lisa read that? Can she locate that comment?
We were talking about what Gaswina said. She's seen striped red and white canes with more than the red at the bottom, and we were looking it up in Google, and some of the Google sites say that it means you're deaf and blind when you have a stripe, like a candy cane. And some of the sites say it means you can be partially deaf or partially blind. And some of the sites say something totally different. So we were going back and forth about what does the striped cane mean.
Yeah, there's some history behind it. If you try to dig deeper about the history of the cane, the very first cane, and if you really are interested, Sam from The Blind Life did a video and dedicated it about the cane completely. I think he did that on international.
But it's also different per country.
Yeah, I understand it. In Europe, they're yellow, I think.
No, in the Netherlands, they're red and white and red striped. But let's not get into that. That's for another topic, because Diane, she's going to kill me.
No, it's fine. But we're addressing people's questions and comments.
In the chat. But yes, it changes depending on where in the world. There will be variations. So please make sure to contact your local blind association so you understand which kind of cane do you need for your specific conditions and needs.
And Jordan asks again about, can somebody help him? And I'm saying,
Jordan, I think I can help you with your issue, but how am I going to contact Jordan? Jordan, go to my About section and send me a message. I think I can help him.
Yeah, and also consult your internet provider.
Yeah, but I know a lot about that kind of stuff, so maybe I can help him.
Good,
but you're right.
Okay, so that's a bit. Well, there was one more comment. Hold on, I'm typing something to Jordan. Okay, now I'm done. Okay, and there was a comment by Artful Dabbler. she goes, it's those people who, when you tell them you have a little sight, then they proceed to
Wave?
wave their hands in front of your face for the
Can you
next
see
5
this?
minutes.
Can you see
Saying,
this?
can you see this? How about
How many
this?
fingers am I
this?
holding up? Yeah.
This is elementary school kids do that. That's where I've experienced that. That's where you should experience it. Only in elementary school.
Yeah. Some of these questions, commonly Googled questions, are probably from children.
These are commonly Googled questions. So
And they're probably from children.
well, maybe
Not
those
People got the
necessarily.
right to vote. Those people got. Oh, sorry, I should not say that. It's so ignorant. I'm glad she's laughing.
It's European dark. It's a European dark humor
Dark
thing.
humor.
Yeah, European humor and the U.S. are completely different.
Yeah,
humor.
I know. You guys are just not even.
Oh my god.
All right, thank you everybody on panel. We're going to do part 2 next month, first Sunday of the month.
Right.
Most likely 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We sometimes like to change the time to accommodate Australians, but I don't know what we're going
Not
to do.
even the Dutch.
Because I know a live streamer and he does change his live stream times to accommodate different people in the world.
Right.
He changes it every month. I mean, every week. He changes it every week. So I don't know. We might consider doing that. But thank you, Patriot in the Dark, so much for joining us.
Yes, thank
Thanks for having
you.
me.
Dal
Thank you.
Cecil Runo
Thank you.
and Paul's Blind Soup for the Soul is a co-host, and Mariska Van Bundren.
Well, do we want to just do closing comments for everybody?
Okay.
Okay.
Closing
No,
comment.
she doesn't.
I would just like to thank Diana first
Yeah.
of all. She's a wonderful lady.
That's it. That's all I
Thank
gotta
you.
say.
I want to thank Diana. She's a wonderful lady and an artist. Please check out her channel. She does wonderful art and live
Well,
streams.
they're already here, but stay connected. That's basically.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Yeah. Well, this is also on replay. Don't forget. Somebody new 10 years from now or 5 years from now will want to know about blindness or whatever. That's why we're here. I want to thank Dal for coming, and Patriot in the Dark, and Mariska. Thank you also for coming. I
Thank
just
you,
love
Paul.
this format. I always wanted to do this, and Diana said I can help you with that, and there we go. We have this monthly chat discussion, and I'm truly grateful and blessed to have you all here.
Oh, I cannot top that.
Okay, somebody hand Paul the Oscar statue now.
I'm very happy to be a part of this.
A balloon. That's all I got. Balloon.
Yeah. I'm very happy to be a part of the discussions. I'm very thankful to be invited every month, or that I can attend every month.
Yeah, and your internet held up this month. You only have internet problems sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. Argentine Wi-Fi is not. Argentina is what it is. But anyway, yeah. I'm happy to be here. I'm very thankful, and hopefully I can make it next month as well.
Yes, hopefully.
And it's great to see your shiny face.
Yeah. I'm trying.
You're the first reveal.
Yes.
No, it's not the first. I have appeared.
Oh, it's first one.
The first reveal to us.
Oh, yeah. First time I'm doing it in this community, in the writers community. I'm becoming a little bit more comfortable showing my face. So I have done it in
You're
other
a
streams.
beautiful lady and a beautiful soul.
Thank you. I'm getting more comfortable. I am fine in my own skin, and like I said, whatever people say, that reflects on them, not on me. So that's why I am just being myself.
Absolutely.
Okay, well,
Mariska, Patriot in the Dark, any final comments?
Yeah.
Just thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
You got it through
appreciate you
email,
being
right?
here.
You got it through your email. Is that how you found out?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I've been subbed for a long time.
I leave comments. I leave comments to him sometimes.
Oh, I see. I think I have his email address. I'm pretty sure I sent it.
Oh, you did that one. Okay, yeah, we share a
Mhm.
list, Diana and I, and we
Yeah.
some people have emails and some people don't, and then the ones that don't,
I'm
Diana.
all over social media, so like if anybody wants to contact me through like Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and stuff, kind of stuff, I am all over the place. You can find me. I'm very easy to find.
Diana gives me the hard work. She makes me go and make comments and drop links.
And they only is that because those people don't have social media platforms. I know, Dal, you were saying they should be, but those people didn't have social media platforms so we have to go to their comments.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you all join us again next month.
I will for sure.
Okay, yeah. I hope everybody.
Yeah, I'm just always around this channel, so no, I think you guys are awesome. And thank you for having me
was a
out
great
and not
stream
being
today.
blind.
So this was a great stream today. I'd like to add to these questions next month, if possible. Okay, bye.
I'm not gonna do this.
See you next month. Bye.
Yeah, see you next month, and
everybody.
happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone.
Oh yeah, have a good Super
that's
Bowl
not
Sunday.
here, but thanks for the reminder.
Go Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yes, go.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, bye everyone. Take care.
Bye, guys. Take care.